What is going on, guys? A big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta today here with D-Boy, and we are on Echo's channel actually. So you will see this video on our channel, but this video, the footage from this video was recorded by Echo. Echo is doing the streams for all the BCS's events in Europe. So we have Vienna, we have Portugal, we have Spain. We had Germany, we will have France soon, we will have the UK, and we will have the Netherlands. 7 events, he's covering all of them. He's not even playing. And Pete is helping him out with the commentary. In some videos you can see other guests as well. You will see JJ, you will see Maxime, you will see different players like Kalen Hall. And it's really amazing to have all of them contribute so much for the community, because he's not playing, he's just doing this for us. And if you want to check the stream, you could check their Twitch. I will put all the links in the description section below for you guys. And you could of course always check their YouTube channel. On their YouTube channel, he is like having all the videos separately in there, so it's easier to find, because it's very difficult to find everything in Twitch, like the right time to see the right game. Me myself, I enjoyed the stream a lot, because I had the chance to watch myself play. And that's quite interesting, because that footage you could use to become better, to see the mistakes that you make, and to see how you play normal in autopilot. So all of that being said, this is a very entertaining game. So today's game, we have me playing Bruce, playing against Masanori. You see him, the guy on your right. Masanori is a very good friend of mine. We have been friends for a very long time. The first time we have faced each other was, I think we didn't even face each other, did we? I don't remember exactly, but I think 2017, 2018 we met, and we were friends right away, because he is a big Dark Regular fan and I'm a big Spike fan, and we both have that loyalty, let's say, toward our clan. And when it comes to Bruce, to D, I play Bruce and he plays Zorga, of course. I mean, Masanori. What would you think that Masanori will be playing? So right here in this video, you will enjoy an amazing game. I will pause the video here and there to do a little bit of commentary, but most of the time I will leave Echo and Pete do the commentary. When it comes to the premium tournament from Portugal, I will put those videos on the channel as well, but those will be with only my commentary. So if you want to see their own commentary, you have to visit their channel, and I'll put the links in the description section below. But for this game, I will leave their commentary, because it's so nice to have a fun game like this. So this is the round of Swiss, round 6, and I think on this round we were both chilling on X3, so we were just chilling like the whole day, chilling. And it was really fun to have the chance to face Daniel again. So thanks Echo, thanks Pete for the recordings, and for giving us the chance to put this on our channel as well. If you want to see their original video without my commentary, you could check it on their channel as well. Alright, let's do this.
Alright guys, welcome back to round 6 of BCS in Germany. We are going to be starting very soon. I believe Peter's going to be saying, we're just telling the players they can get started. So we're going to be transitioning over. Oh my god, it's a Harpreet.
Hello.
So yeah, we're going to be transitioning over to the main fight screen.
Yeah.
Where we've got a matchup between the winner of Portugal, Half, versus
Masanori.
Masanori? He's real. The anime man is real.
Oh my god, Mom, look, I told you anime wasn't just in my imagination, it's real. Well, apparently also, Half just informed me that these are very two long-time old good friends.
Yeah, they know each other very well. And I will advise people to, if you have sunglasses, do put them on, because Half's deck is shiny.
I mean, both their decks are shiny, actually. Yeah, and they both have very similar sleeves. You know, Half has the divine Masanori sleeves, and he has the OG Masanori sleeves. So it looks like Half's been fast. And what a surprise, half is on Bruce. Who would have thought that the Hell Half 8-man himself?
I mean, this deck is basically... The Hearth build is basically just like standard Hell Heart. It's crazy. Because you just do nothing for a bunch of turns, and then when you hit grade 4, you just like call double Brian to back row, give you Vanguard 3 crit, and go, I'm swinging twice. Do you have PGs? And they go, no.
Who would have thought, Mr. Spike Brother himself? He is Spike, and it is his brothers. It's playing Bruce.
This man's family reunion is an annual Diabolos wallpaper.
He is Bruce.
Diabolos monthly.
It's Hell Bruce off. Oh, and I see the Zorga. So the new red line, I mean, with the new 8K grade 1.
To be fair, that's been a choice we've been seeing recently. We've seen quite a lot of people go
I think
for
it's
it.
better now because of the tempo state of the game as well. You want to be able to search out specific pieces more than just have your blind draw too. And also it means that like you can aggressively play orders on turn 2 as well.
True.
Because the grade 2 grabs the back when you ride up. Which means you don't have to rely as much on like Shadow Couture lines. Because with Shadow Couture was forced, like you had to have Shadow Couture because the overcoming would grab you the order for your turn 3 play, but now you don't have to do it.
So right here you see something that's kind of interesting. You see him taking the first damage, which was an OT. So OT is gone. The second damage is a heal, which is unfortunate because he drew a card in between because of the OT. But it's still very sad that if he had healed, like he could have healed the first damage without having to lose the OT. Losing the OT that early is harsh because the OT is a good shield that you have in hand or a good card that you would have offensively or defensively, which could be a game changing for the Zorga.
So we see the Superior Right promo being committed to AK booster. Also the best thing about the grade 1 is the fact that like it allows you to find like roaming prisons and stuff like that. Like it just did. Grabbing this Gather Upon Me and milling and overcoming. It's pretty strong. Means that we might be able to do twin drive check, and if we're able to call the RPD, we can call it behind the AK. I think also this new double R from like, I think it's set 4, Divine set 4. I think it was like really loud mid.
Oh, the one that stacks 2 and yeah.
So it's pretty like okay, but like it allows you to do a lot of new resource plays. Like you don't have to do Shadow Couture Shadow Couture overcoming every time, and you don't have to spam overcoming because you have this 8K doing your overcoming stuff, and because of like what's it called? Shoujoji's like existence in the meta falling off. It means that you're actually and like retire not being prominent this meta. It means you're being left with like actual RPDs to be killed. Because the issue was like Shoujoji just bought like your.
So you see that I was here faced with a very interesting choice. You see one of his Vanguards that could attack for 15, the other one will attack with 23, and the Vanguard attacks for 10. If I would guard this attack for 15k, which there is no OT left, he could give the crits and the power to one of his Vanguards, and then attack with the weaker Vanguard first. I would have to guard that with a 10k, which my deck doesn't have, and I had only one trigger on hand. Which means that I would have to take the weaker attack, and then I will have to take the stronger attack, which does 2 damage. That would put me at 4 damage. You don't want to be on 4 damage when you play against Zorga, because it pretty much has force 2 because of those grade 2s. So what I decided to do right here is I would take the Vanguard attack and hope he doesn't get a crit. And if he does get a crit, then hopefully I get a defensive. And if I get the defensive, then it makes the 2 other attacks easier to guard. It does make a difference, although he will give the power to another unit, it would still make it easier because you have another one which is weaker. And otherwise I will end up on 5 damage, which it is what it is, but a 5 or 4 is the same thing.
It is.
That's a critical trigger as well.
Yeah. This is a twin drive check as well, by the way. Oh, and a draw 2 order.
Let's
So
check.
obviously, anyone doesn't know that order is CB4, draw 2, because
Double
we go-
Noctilsium damage is brutal though.
Yeah, that is just 30 good shield
Because
gone.
the thing is, we're talking about this in Portugal, but because obviously we saw Romain put this, you know, the most in the forefront. But these decks are very competent. These grade 4 decks are really tanky, but a big part of that is the grade 3 cycles.
Well, I think it's just the great. I mean, grade 3 cycles are a massive part about it because they're a really crazy effect. Like Nocturcia during one, and like for example, logical cycling anything. The local one during one as well. But so they always go like kind of plus, like almost, except like the blanket one. But also them being 50 shields is crazy, right? It's also about the triple drive, like because you're grade 4, you naturally have triple drive without having to like pay cost of stride, right?
True.
So
Very
you're
true,
always going to
very
be plussing, and then the fact that like these actually have good superior ride ups. Like if Magnolia Elder had like a good like ride up like this deck did, then it could be like also quite annoying because that deck in a grinding game is really annoying. It's the fact that its ride up is awful. We see here the Bruce ride up.
Can I say, I really hope we get like some good stuff because I miss some of these old starter deck units. They were really cool.
Yeah.
I thought this support over the time were like really holistically like working. It was really cool.
It was really cool. Like every set you got an option that like you didn't have to play at 4. Like when Leonard came out, it was a 4, but then it was like Leonard Derek was like 4.
Yeah, but like set 1 and 2 will like pivot really hard into like not text because you don't have the way to search out text yet, and texts aren't generic enough yet. Because I argue if texts are that strong, that are.
You see the move right here from Masanori to guard my finger attack for he did 35 shield, which make him 45. I'm 21, 31, 41. So it is an O pass or an OT to pass. The reason why he does that is that I don't have nothing to lose, and me drive checking 2 crits, it's a big chance. So he would rather not take that risk. He would rather just guard and then has those in the drop zone to reuse them. But that 30k that he just dropped, or 35k, is more than worth it because it's just necessary to not take the damage this early in the game. So on my next turn, when I go to the grade 4 Bruce, he could take a lot of attacks, and that does make a big difference defensively for him.
Then actually that's a sign of a
I
bad
think the cool thing
format.
was like set 1 you had Eden, set 2 you had Leonard, and set 3 you had Derek.
Yeah.
But like when you got to set 3, it was like a rotation of those 3 cards. Like obviously Derek and Leonard were very strong, but Eden was like a very cool card that kept going back into Bruce. People like kept putting it back in, going like I like my crit pressure, I like my on hit pressure. And
That's the thing, because
really
I do think that like the fact that the decks started branching off later on is actually sign of a good format, because I think if you have cards that are really good generically, like forever from set 1, I think that's actually an indication of bad card design.
yeah, like
to an
if his card can't be, if your card's a staple in your deck and it can't be replaced in
ever,
set 1,
then like,
yeah.
or like if it's a card like that does everything forever, it's a well.
So if you look at Zorga, like the only card that's been like the only like the oldest card Zorga has is Shadow Cup from set 3.
Yeah.
And that card just replaced the Blood Sword from set 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you'll ever. I know I was saying like I don't think Shadow Cup will ever be replaced because of that power level of that card.
But also the card I feel is at the right level, power level. Like it doesn't need to be better, and it's not bad.
Yeah, like Shadow Cook is really well costed as well. Is the so we see the Alchemy Magic here. I don't actually know what that card next to the Gather Upon Me is. Is that that's an Alana crit, right?
Which one, sorry?
The
That's a hollow Alana crit
Yeah.
from the reprint side. The
Ew,
Professor,
hollow?
it's hollow, yeah.
Hollow.
Hollow?
Not SP or
Be like
SIR.
Pete.
Fake mass no. So I couldn't recognize it. Mine are SIR.
Oh, stinky.
Broke boy. No. As he rides an SEC Zorga versus my Silver Zorga.
It's okay, I'll show you an SEC Zorga.
Yeah, I'm so sad. Everyone has SEC Zorga but me.
No, everyone's passing theirs to each other, so everyone has theirs by you.
Yeah, if someone needs to pass it to me.
But yeah, the thing people fail to understand is like, we were
he's
talking
playing True Release, which is an interesting fact. Like, it's the 15k booster for Zorga. It just gives something another 10k, and then and then the thing like force retires at the end of turn.
And the thing is, you and I were talking about this the other, like especially in Portugal, but I think a big thing this format is people tend to forget that a lot of the grade 4 decks are super tanky. Like they're really solid. They just don't die.
Yeah.
But like Bruce is a great example of that because like it also has access to all the good stuff Dark States trolls.
Yeah, I think also one thing as well is like a lot of the divine decks have been underestimated as well. Like a lot of these decks are really scary and potent numbers. For example, like the Zorga pressure on turn 2. Like if you just hit your Hyrule stuff, you just kill your
you just kill them. Yeah.
Like,
well, but think about
like sure, Leverage pops off turn 3, but like decks like Zorga and like Raziel, for example, can pop off like turn 2.
Bruce, unlike Kyrie, Bruce is forced to play the Grade 4 game, like the turn 4 game. But the thing with Bruce is like you hit a point where, because this isn't Vehemence, you don't need to chalk your deck full of bad Diabolos cards. So here I believe his main deck set, I think main of his thing here is just running like Brian. Brian gives you a whole run.
And again, I was faced with yet another interesting choice. You can see right here I took the Vanguard attack, which his Vanguard attack I was sitting on 3 damage already. If he drive checks a crit with his Vanguard, then I would go to 5. If he drive checks double crits, I will die. Now, I haven't seen much heals, and as you can see I damage check the heal, which is understandable because I haven't seen any heals, and I will be taking up 3 damage this turn to die. So there is still a big chance for me to get a heal. But not only that, if I would guard his Vanguard attack and he gets a crit, if it's 1 crit I don't die, but if it's a double crit I do die. But let's say that I PG's the Vanguard and then he get the double crit, that would normally kill me. If he give 1 to each rearguard, that would mean that his rearguards will do 3 attacks, right? Because they already have a crit by themselves. Which means that it doesn't matter, as if he gets 2 crits in his drive check, I die. It doesn't matter if I guard the Vanguard, yes or no. So I would rather take the Vanguard, hope he doesn't get a crit. If he doesn't get a crit, I get the chance to take one of his other rearguards as well, because I would go to 3 damage if I heal. And if I don't heal and I go to 4, that's also okay, because I can't take any of the others. So what I hoped for right here is him getting 1 crit max, and then give it to the Vanguard, and then put me at 5 damage, and that's it. I will chill on 5 damage for the rest of the game. But what I got, what was even better, I got a heal and he got nothing, which put me back to 3, which means I could take another attack right here, but I don't have to, because one of them was a 15k shield, which I had because I had the last and 4th dragon, and for the other one is a 10k shield because it's a 10, 20, 24, 29. Now I was chilling on 23, so I need a 10k shield. And if you have seen my hand, you know that I had already the 2 cyclers on hand. I have 3 energies to pay for it, and I have a counter blast, so I'm good to go.
Front row like 5k and a crit. You literally just call 2 whatevers, go like Hellblast full dive, 25k to front row, restand, free crit.
It's also when like Bruce isn't a discard as well. It's just kind of +1, soul +4, right? So you just
+5.
Yeah, that's up. So you're just doing 4 drive checks a turn, which means like for basically for 1 counterblast, you're just getting an extra card.
Yeah.
So you're drawing a lot more cards.
But also you forget, like, because like Kyrie, that Ride Fixer or Ride Superior Rider puts them back to deck, and it and Octissor are both 15k shields. A lot of your cards gain shield, a lot of your cards drop and drive. So like you actually end up looking at these hands where early game you do nothing because you don't want to commit cards, and late game you just don't die.
I mean, it plays a little bit like his Hell. Like I mean, like obviously it plays like his Hell Hard, but like he spends the early game just kind of like trying to be conservative.
He's just doing nothing, yeah. Like, just swinging maybe rear, maybe down.
And like just conserving as much, like taking the damage when he needs to, like guarding the 15k when he is, and he doesn't mind going higher because he knows that when he hits his
triple drive, like, check heals, he's gonna go right back down.
It's not even triple drive. It's quadruple drive turns. Yeah. Because he's like when
he's
he hits,
checking those heals,
like he's going to be filled. If he's not drawing them, he's checking them, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna go.
So this is I put this deck list right here for you guys to see on the screen as well. So this is the winning deck from Portugal. This is my GB8 deck, and the Bruce deck is actually designed to look like a turbo deck. As they already said, Echo and Pete already had a very good idea on what I was cooking. It's the Bruce deck is designed the same way. Of course, you don't hit a GB8 in that deck, but you do hit a big turn when you have like a double Brian on the back row, you have a double Marguerite in the front row, and you will end up with like the 1 soul or no soul. But you have a very strong turn, and then if your opponent doesn't have PGs, then they are gone, even if they're chilling on 1 damage, because your Marioris will hit for high damage. Your Vanguard will hit for you have a 10k from the Brian, a 10k from the Order, so he's a 33 without a booster. If you have a booster, it's even better, but he's 33 without a booster, and he drive checks 3, and he has triple crit. He does you 3 damage already, so there is no way that you could take that attack. It will be very easy to drive check yet one more crit, and the 2 Marioris before that, those normally you will take at least one of them, which will put you on at least 2 damage, and then the Vanguard will kill you. So like there is no outs. You need to have your PGs. So the reason why I put this current list right here is that if you guys are interested to see premium, you can check those videos out. They will be on the channel.
I'm doing this with Kyrie a lot, and that's just the way it plays it.
Remain likes to take damage early, use the counterblast, draw all the cards, and then just heal it out. Yeah. And so here's the Grateful Bruce. Hard riding it.
Well, that's fine though, right? You got it, right?
Oh, and here is one of my favorite orders for Bruce that they lost it.
Hellblast Full Dive.
It's
so I'm going to give you guys a little reference, because some of you might have not seen this card for a little while. But Hellblast Full Dive was introduced in set 2, I believe.
Yeah, it's basically Persona, right?
It's counterblast 1, draw 1, call 1, and then your front row against plus 10k.
But I believe it's current front row. So you have to have your like.
So no.
It's an SB. It is an SB.
Continues to look like your front row, like the things on your front right now.
You have to have your things set up for this. But it basically
oh, Marjorie, my beloved.
I
miss her.
In Persona, right, Bruce, this allows you to do like 20k front row. Obviously, in Grateful Bruce, this is 10k front row. This is getting rid of your Persona.
And for everybody who forgets our beloved Marjorie, on attack, you may put a rear guard into Soul. If you do, draw a card and Soul charge 1,
and she gets 10
until the end of turn.
Yep.
My beloved.
If you always ask someone what's wrong with Vehemence, they always go, it doesn't have a Marjorie.
There's just no Marjorie.
Yeah, but this is how Hulk is going to end up rebuilding his hand sets, right? Marjorie's going to give him 2 Soul every turn.
And they both draw 1 as well. Like in a front row where your back row is 2 Bryans and 2 Marjories in the front row in Vanguard, you are drawing an obscene number. You're drawing 6, 7 cards at a time.
Marjorie draws you 1 card and provides you 2 Soul, right? And then also, so that's like.
So it's draw for turn, 2 off Marjorie, 4 off Bruce.
We never consider your draw for turn, right? But
and then you draw 1 more off of Hellblast. So like that's crazy numbers.
All these cards are going. So the thing is to consider, right? Is Marjorie goes even the first time you use her, and then she goes plus 1 every time. And remember, like these decks actually are stronger because there's no removal no matter. Like if your Marjories were to get removed, you'd feel sad because you need to draw more Marjories. But like, because we're in this like meta where there's no.
Can you see what that is?
The best crit in the game.
Front.
That's a critical, baby. Ooh. That's another Brian for next turn.
So you can see right here where Masanori's hand becomes weaker, or the cards in their hand become lower and lower, because you see right here that he had to pass my Vanguard attack, which is like the fronts. We have seen 2 fronts in the early game, that's why you didn't see one right now, but there was a big chance for me to hit a heal and a crit on that drive check, but I got only 1 trigger.
And here you see the restand on the Bruce. You also like Dog State's Cat and just like right to counter charge as well as 20k show. Because eventually you're gonna need your CP back, so you can just.
And once Soul Blast well, you can always send them back from like for free basically. Yeah, and the whole board's reswing. He swings again.
So these are 2 exposed. So
they swing for 3 credits.
So the issue with Zorga right now is like Zorga is really good at like having a selective hand. The issue with that hand is it's normally 5 to 6 cards. So Zorga is really good at guarding decks that want to go tall but not wide. But can't guard decks that go wide. So if you're like a 3 to 4 attack
deck, you see what hit the damage zone for Zorga?
Yeah, overcoming. I mean, this Ruin build is like less reliant on overcoming due to the new grade 1, but still rough.
Well, it more means if he comes into the blitz orders, you're not going to be able to keep recycling them.
Yeah,
easily.
that is the one thing. But I don't think he even went for this. Like, I think he knows that he's playing against someone who wants to go late, and he's just decided to play really aggro, really early. That's why I think he did double gather upon me just to be able to like check infinite pots.
But you know, for example, from this point on, Hearth is just going to be on. He's just going to be on 5, and Hearth is just going to come barreling down. And there's just nothing you can do.
There's like a cool tech in JP Zorga, right? Which was like you would keep one of the like 8K that kills 2 on the board. You would kill your RPDs, and then with your EV2, you would revive a second one, and then you revive this 8K from DZ set 3, and that thing says on play CV1 make 2 tokens, and then you'd use the second one to kill the 2 tokens to get a second order, so you could gather for +1. It required setup, but it was a really interesting tech
That's
idea.
neat, actually. That's neat.
But instead of doing that setup, I see that we're doing the draw 2 setup with the death inviting.
I don't hate that though. I think both are valid.
Yeah, I think the argument of the token one, like I play the token one, is that you can find those token pieces easy with a new red line.
That's fair. Yeah.
But like Zorga just doesn't like high number of multi attacks. It likes the meta where like it's 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Like it likes the Ava meta. It just
Because
like,
Zorga can make a few really big shields and a few PGs, but it can't.
No.
It doesn't sit on massive hands. It doesn't sit on real hands.
it sits on one blood sword or 1 PG minimum, right? So
It can take you. It can bring you down from a tree. It just like can't deal with a bush.
yeah, like Zorga is really good into Ava, for example.
Yeah.
And like it was actually pretty decent into Jet as well. Obviously, bot decking up P was sad, but like there's only one. I mean, now with Chronos Command coming out, it'll be like more than one, so that'll be kind of sad. But like it was really good in that format where like all youth play format where like you only got like 4 attacks.
Yeah.
You're okay. Like okay, first 2 book swing's kind of small. You have a really big shield or a PG for the other one and a big shield. Like you can play those metas, but right now we have like Leverage doing 5, Raziel doing 5, Bruce doing 6, right?
So right here you can see a little bit from my hand. I do have 3 PGs. I have a cat and I have lots of shield, right? So the interesting thing right here is that what to do. You need the 2 damage because the 1 damage is for your order and the other one is for Bruce. If you go to 4, then it's bad. You don't want to do that. So there is no reason to take the Vanguard attack because he could always double crit you and you die. So you would take the Vanguard attack, go to 5, and then you could PG all 3 attacks if you have to. But otherwise you could also hard guard one of the 2 Vanguards. It's pretty much up to you, but me having that much shield in hand makes it easier for me to play around the current situation. It's an easier situation than the turn before.
You want to end the
And
game.
obviously you got Harry and Nyros, which are like doing like 5-ish, but like they're big.
Yeah, Harry's doing 5, Nyros is doing 4. Harry's doing like 4 from the clan 3, Nyros is doing 3, but then they're both doing 5 on clan 4, both the second shred, right? That's why Shiranui and also Doji were killing it, because like...
Well, this is of course lucky to get the double defensive, but as I've told you, like my hand was already pretty big, so it doesn't really matter. But what will happen right here is that the question is, will he go for his divine skill right away and try to kill me, or will he go for the Marjories? Because he knows that I only have 3 soul, which means I need my 2 Marjories and to activate my Brian. If I lose both of them, I have only 1 on hand, my attacks will be weaker, and I will not have a Brian active, which you really want the extra 5k in your front row.
Nui technically doing 7 on first strike, because...
Oh, I remember trying to test Doji with it. I'm like, this is not a real. Like, and look, you look at Zorga's Doji, go, you're not real. Like, you're not even real,
you have,
brother.
you have to go fast, you have to play retire orders, and you have to kill on turn 4. So we're going to want to see Masanori like ending the game now, to be honest, like closing it out. You've been pushed up, both players pushed to 5, so
But
now like...
Hearth's hand is huge.
Yeah, but these numbers are also pretty big, so like... But all the numbers hit massive. I don't know if you use corpses, but
You
corpses...
say no god?
You see in his drive check he didn't get a heal trigger, which is sad because the heal would have helped him to at least take one of the Marjories, and on that turn maybe also take a trigger, but he got also no PGs, so it wasn't the best drive check. As I said, Masanori in this game was very unlucky, and then he takes out one of my Marjories. The last attack, you see, it's he gets plus 10k from the order, so that's 30, that's 50, 55, 63 hitting 63 hitting your Marjorie. That's That's a big number.
I have no clue.
Oh, is that some Maria? No way.
I guess he's, I don't know, maybe he formed his hand a bit and just, we weren't paying attention, we were too busy talking about the decks to actually not read the decks. Is he half committing a PG for his margin here, like, your draw engine?
He's got one more Marjorie in the hand, so I think he's okay with that. I think he's okay losing one, he's just not willing to lose two.
Interesting to not see the kill, like, Zorga going for the kill here. I guess he just couldn't think he could.
If Hearth has the Hellblast here, I think he's pretty safe. If he doesn't, I think it's a harder game for the Masanori. Because if he shows the Hellblast full drive, drop the second one, and then drops two Brian's in back row, I think it's over. But
I think the really cool thing is, I mean, you won't notice this, but like, they're both really big Masanori fans.
yeah.
I like watching some of these games because it's like these rogue picks that like are just people's pet decks that they're still doing well. I think they're both like X1 or X2.
No, so Hearth is X3.
X3? Okay. I think Gale.
Yeah, Hearth 10 to if it's queuing. Because he's always taking the world's premium in play, right? So
I think Hearth's deck is pretty I think Hearth's is pretty strong. Like, I guess like, you just have to know your matchups and stuff like that. Like, I guess into leverage he's just like not giving them CB very well. The days of like Proto Bull Modrum combos.
Those were the days.
Oh, and here's like honestly probably the best Blitz Order printed in it draws and gets and scales in power. Don't forget, like, it also counts your bind zone. So the order's in his bind zone. Some people aren't a big fan of Blitz Orders, but I really like cool Blitz Orders in D. I think they give you like nice spice and flair, and some of them even get to move over to premium. Like we have the Renegade one in DP.
Yeah, like Unrelenting Barrage or something, the call 2 from drop, right?
Yeah. It's like okay.
So this is what I meant, is that he would have to guard both of the Marjorie attacks. And the Marjories right here are big. So you have like the Marjorie is a 13k, she gets plus 25k, so that's 35, 38. 38 coming at you twice is big. Of course, if you also have like a booster behind one of the Marjories, they will hit even harder, at least the first one with wood. And if he got the heal in the last turn, it would have given him way more shield to like to pass the Vanguard or guard it the second time, but because he did not, he will stay at 13k, which is weak, and he could not take an attack. So that does make it very, very, very difficult for him to come out of this situation. I think he played very well with the hand that he was dealt. Of course, he's an amazing player. So yeah, so let's see how this would work out. So my finger attack is 28. What will he do? What will he do?
D, because it says call like grade 2, grade 2s or greater.
It says call 2 ops grenades, let's be real.
Yeah, it says call what? Oh, I mean,
Impuldeon's it.
Impuldeon is calls Nebula invoke, but in premium, in DP, that's like call my heal trigger and call my dial.
Third check. Doesn't break it, but Cannabis 1. Soul Blast 5. Goes one more time.
I mean, he's huge.
Does Masanori says no guards? And he says OT. Oh my god, yeah, that is game.
That is game.
And that's going to be our GOAT, halfway.
An entertainment game for round 6, right?
As you can see right here, he did have second PG on hand, which means he could have guarded. If he got at least one heal, he could have guarded, and then the next turn he would have hit me with his divine skill turn, which means I have three PGs on hand. I have the 2 normal PGs and the order PG, which you can see behind the heel. But my hand consists of like 15k, 20k, 15k, 15k, PG, 15k, no shield, 15k. So I could guard anything with that hand, and I still have to draw one from the OT, that's the thing. Like on the turn after, if you want to go for a Bruce turn, that would be very difficult because you will have to refill the soul, and to refill the soul you do need deck, and because you don't really have that much cards left on deck, it will be very, very, very difficult. Also, you don't have any face-up damage, which means that with the Bruce deck you could hit them with 2 Bruce attacks, and that's pretty much it. You can't do more than that. It would be very, very, very difficult to do a 3rd Bruce full-out turn. If you feel like that would happen, then don't use your Brians, and don't eat up all your soul. Leave some soul for that next turn. I will let Echo and Pete do the outro. So I would say to you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in on our channel. Thank you, Masanori, for an amazing game, for being such a cool character, and for being one of my best friends for a long time for Vanguard. And thank you, Echo, again, for the amazing videos, for the stream, and for having these recordings put on your channel and giving us the chance to put it on our channel as well. Thanks, you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. But stay for the outro.
Oh my god, yeah, that is game.
That is game.
And that's going to be our GOAT, Hearth.
An entertaining game for round 6, right? Very entertaining to watch. Just 2 like rogue decks, just having like clashing, having fun. Because you don't always have to go to BCS. Like, I know a lot of people come to BCS, oh, you have to come first, but like, you can also take your pet deck and just have fun.
Yeah. I mean, also, Hearth already won BCS Portugal. And like, Hearth has been, again, we know he's been playing Vanguard since before Vanguard even came to English. So like,
he's playing Vanguard before Vanguard.
No, this man is like a legend for Europe.
Yeah.
So like, he's one of the greats, and like he's always going to take the premium form because of it. So he's here for a good time.
Yeah, because you could play
and he's
spikes,
just taking it.
at home.
And he's just having a great day. You know, he's playing his favorite deck. He's enjoying himself. He's showing.
So many people are just having fun.
Yeah, he's just showing us what's up. He's showing us the deck is good.
BCS is also a social event. So like.
Oh, first and foremost, yeah.
Like, look at us. We're sitting here instead of look at you. You haven't played a single event yet.
Don't do this to me.
Don't do this to me. I'm playing next season.
I just want to play the game.
Yeah, and I say look, and you can't play the game. I go on right, look.
On right, search Megalomania. But actually, with that being said, I think what we're going to quickly do, I think we're going to quickly wrap up, try and find a matchup for the last round of Swiss, because I want this to be a good one.
True.
And so guys, we'll stay safe. We'll be right back. We're going to find a cool match, and we'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes.